Our planet is a place of constant change. It has been for billions of years. From the slow march of continents to the ebb and flow of ice ages, Earth's environment is always in motion. The climate, our life support system, is no exception. It has undergone dramatic transformations throughout history. Understanding this dynamic past is crucial. It helps us comprehend the challenges we face today. For millennia, natural forces have shaped our planet's climate. These forces include volcanic eruptions, shifts in Earth's orbit, and variations in solar radiation. These natural fluctuations have caused periods of warming and cooling. These changes unfolded over centuries and millennia. Life on Earth adapted to these gradual shifts. However, the dawn of the Industrial Revolution marked a turning point. Human activities began to have a significant and rapid impact on the climate. This impact continues to escalate today. The consequences are far-reaching. We are witnessing more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruptions to ecosystems. The future of our planet hangs in the balance. But there is hope. By understanding the forces at play and taking decisive action, we can mitigate the worst effects of climate change. We can strive to create a more sustainable future for generations to come. Earth's climate is a complex system. It is regulated by a delicate balance of interconnected factors. These factors work in harmony to maintain a habitable planet. One of the most important of these factors is the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is a natural process. It traps heat from the sun and keeps our planet warm enough to support life. Certain gases in the atmosphere, like carbon dioxide and methane, act like a blanket. They trap heat and prevent it from escaping back into space. This natural process is essential for life as we know it. Without it, Earth would be a frozen wasteland. Another crucial factor is Earth's albedo. This refers to the amount of sunlight reflected back into space by the planet's surface. Ice and snow, for example, have a high albedo. They reflect a large amount of sunlight, helping to keep the planet cool. Darker surfaces, like forests and oceans, absorb more sunlight, leading to warming. The oceans play a critical role in regulating Earth's climate. They act as massive heat sinks, absorbing and storing vast amounts of heat from the atmosphere. Ocean currents also help distribute this heat around the globe. This moderates temperatures and influences weather patterns. These natural processes, working in concert, have maintained a stable climate for millennia. However, human activities are now disrupting this delicate balance. Earth's climate has always been in flux. Over millions of years, our planet has experienced periods of significant warming and cooling. These natural climate cycles have left their mark on the planet. They provide valuable clues about the sensitivity of Earth's climate system. One well-documented example is the medieval warm period. This period of unusual warmth occurred from roughly 950 to 1250 AD. During this time, temperatures in the North Atlantic region were significantly higher than average. This warm period had a profound impact on human societies. It allowed Vikings to colonize Greenland and facilitated agricultural expansion in Europe. Following the medieval warm period, the planet experienced a period of cooling known as the Little Ice Age. From the 14th to the 19th century, temperatures dropped, glaciers advanced, and winters became harsher. This period had significant societal impacts. It led to crop failures, famine, and social unrest in Europe. These past climate fluctuations demonstrate that even small changes in Earth's energy balance can have dramatic consequences. They serve as a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of Earth's systems and the potential for rapid climate change. The Industrial Revolution, which began in the late 18th century, marked a turning point in human history. It also marked a turning point in our relationship with the planet. The advent of new technologies, powered by fossil fuels, unleashed unprecedented economic growth and prosperity. However, it also marked the beginning of a dramatic increase in greenhouse gas emissions. The burning of coal, oil, and natural gas releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat and contribute to the warming of the planet. As industrial activity exploded, so too did our emissions. Factories sprang up across the globe, pumping out goods and pollution. The internal combustion engine, a marvel of engineering, became ubiquitous. It released a steady stream of emissions into the atmosphere. Deforestation, driven by the demand for land and resources, further exacerbated the problem. Trees play a vital role in absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. As forests were cleared, this natural carbon sink was diminished. This accelerated the buildup of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. The consequences of these actions were not immediately apparent. However, the seeds of climate change had been sown. Over time, the accumulation of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere began to have a noticeable impact on the planet's climate. Section 5. A blanket of gases. To understand the full impact of human activity on the climate, we need to delve deeper into the science of the greenhouse effect. As mentioned earlier, the greenhouse effect is a natural process that is essential for life on Earth. However, human activities are intensifying this effect, leading to a warming planet. Imagine Earth's atmosphere as a blanket surrounding the planet. This blanket is made up of different gases, including nitrogen, oxygen, and trace amounts of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. These greenhouse gases have a unique property. They allow sunlight to pass through but trap some of the heat radiating back from Earth's surface. This trapped heat warms the planet's surface and the lower atmosphere. This is similar to how the glass roof of a greenhouse traps heat inside, allowing plants to thrive even in colder climates. This natural greenhouse effect is what makes Earth habitable. Without it, the planet's average temperature would be a frigid -18 degrees Celsius or 0 degrees Fahrenheit. However, human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels, are releasing massive amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. This is thickening the blanket, trapping more heat and causing Earth's temperature to rise at an unprecedented rate. Section 6. The ripple effects of change. The consequences of this warming are far-reaching and are already being felt around the globe. One of the most visible impacts is the melting of glaciers and ice sheets. As temperatures rise, these massive bodies of ice are shrinking at an alarming rate. This melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, posing a significant threat to coastal communities and ecosystems. The warming oceans are also leading to more frequent and intense marine heat waves. These extreme temperatures can have devastating effects on marine life, causing coral bleaching, disrupting fish populations, and altering ocean currents. The impacts of climate change extend far beyond the oceans. On land, we are witnessing more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, and wildfires. These extreme weather events have devastating impacts on human health, agriculture, and ecosystems. Changes in precipitation patterns are also disrupting water resources, leading to shortages and conflicts over this precious commodity. The impacts of climate change are interconnected and cascade through ecosystems and human societies. For example, the loss of sea ice in the Arctic is not only impacting polar bears, but also altering weather patterns in the northern hemisphere. Similarly, deforestation in the Amazon rainforest not only releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but also disrupts rainfall patterns, potentially leading to more droughts and wildfires. Section 7. Knowledge is power. In the face of these challenges, education and policy play crucial roles in addressing climate change. Education is essential for raising awareness about the issue, understanding its complexities, and inspiring action. By educating ourselves and future generations about the science of climate change, its impacts and potential solutions, we can empower individuals to make informed decisions and demand change. Policy changes are crucial for creating systemic change and transitioning to a more sustainable future. Governments have a critical role to play in enacting and enforcing policies that promote clean energy, energy efficiency, sustainable transportation, and forest conservation. These policies can incentivize businesses and individuals to reduce their carbon footprint and invest in sustainable practices. International cooperation is also essential for addressing this global challenge. Climate change knows no borders. Emissions from one country can impact the entire planet. International agreements, such as the Paris Agreement, provide a framework for countries to work together to reduce emissions, adapt to the impacts of climate change, and provide financial support to developing countries. Section 8. Technology, a beacon of hope. While the challenges posed by climate change are significant, technological advancements offer a beacon of hope. Innovation and ingenuity are crucial for developing and deploying solutions that can mitigate climate change and help us adapt to its effects. Renewable energy technologies such as solar, wind, geothermal, and hydropower are rapidly advancing and becoming more affordable. These clean energy sources offer a viable alternative to fossil fuels, reducing our reliance on carbon-intensive energy sources. Energy efficiency improvements are also crucial for reducing energy consumption and emissions. From more efficient appliances and buildings to smarter grids and transportation systems, there are numerous opportunities to reduce energy waste. Carbon capture and storage technologies are being developed to capture carbon dioxide emissions from power plants and industrial facilities before they are released into the atmosphere. This captured carbon dioxide can then be stored underground or utilized in other industrial processes. While carbon capture and storage is still in its early stages of development, it holds promise as a potential tool for mitigating climate change. Section 9. Our collective responsibility. Tackling climate change is not just the responsibility of governments and businesses, it is a collective responsibility that requires action from individuals, communities, and society as a whole. Every individual has a role to play in reducing their carbon footprint and advocating for a more sustainable future. Simple changes in our daily lives can make a difference. Reducing our reliance on cars by walking, cycling, or using public transportation can significantly reduce emissions. Making our homes more energy efficient by insulating walls, sealing drafts, and upgrading to energy-efficient appliances can further reduce our carbon footprint. Our food choices also have a significant impact on the environment. Reducing our consumption of meat, particularly beef, can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. Supporting sustainable agriculture practices and reducing food waste are other ways to make a difference. Beyond individual actions, we can amplify our impact by engaging in our communities and advocating for change. We can support businesses and organizations that are committed to sustainability, vote for leaders who prioritize climate action, and speak up about the importance of addressing this issue.